You know, the store description does, in fact, mention murder, and I was ready for murder when we started. But then all of the, like, cozy snooping we've been doing and investigating, I got lulled into a false sense of security, and I thought, hey, no one's dying on our watch. Turns out they are. I can't remember. Did we read this? What on earth happened? I was on the fifth floor and heard the elevator door ringing repeatedly, so I went to check it out. I found Hector's body between the elevator doors. Just as an update, in case we read this last time, here's a refresher. Lying in a pool of blood. I checked his pulse and couldn't feel anything. On his person was two pieces of paper, a letter from Bernard and a copy of Hector's life insurance policy. My head is swirling with questions. What does it all mean? How did this happen? Who could have done this to Hector if this was in fact someone else? Yes, because I remember commenting on the fact of probably, well, I mean, he could have had a shaving accident, I guess.
Please let there be someone around who can help.
Oh, it gets better. Excellent. Thank you. And then the lights went out, as if the situation wasn't ominous enough. Is this about to turn into a 1950s slasher? I need to get the power running again and then figure out what to do about poor Hector. Might as well try fiddling with the fuse box in the janitor's closet. We could just also... How high... Are we on the fifth? Yeah, we're probably on the fifth floor. You think we can open a window, jump out, land in the snow, and then just run? And never look back?
I have to get the power back on.
I guess we're not going in the blood direction then. I mean, we could, but we shouldn't. Hey, on the upside, the fact that the power is out means that the elevator is no longer pinging. You know, I was half expecting a corpse in here as well. Same. I think these are the same that were here when we were here last time. Let's just make sure there's nothing. Yeah, it all seems to be the same.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It seems like a weird solution to open the thing with a screwdriver. That can be good for it, and then it didn't work. In fact, damn it, the fuse box is locked, and I have to get it open. No calling Eugene for help now. What could I use to pry it open? There must be something here on the fifth floor. We've got so much clutter around. I'm sure I'll find something if I just go looking. Well, there were hair rollers in one of the rooms.
Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box? I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
So there could be like a bobby pin or something in one of the rooms. 509, one of the rooms. Yes. Wouldn't happen to have a... Not here. It might not even be in this room, but it was close by, so here we are. See, there's some hair curlers. Do you have a... I don't see a... Do you happen to have a... No. I don't think there's anything in any of these. No, surely not. These are... What you know? Close, for goodness sake. That's good we came back here to do that, just in case. I mean, it is unlocked and I'm not sure how to lock it, so... We're still not completely safe, but... And that was his room. But your room is down here. Where were you? Typical doesn't answer. Keep your secrets. Don't think a pencil will do it. Don't think the key will do it. I mean, it might. Have anything in? Are we gonna have to go down to where your blood is leading us? You still dead? Yes, you're still dead. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. You have a lot of various items. But nothing that looks vaguely lock-pickety. I mean, we could shoot it open. Also, I should probably close this, eh? Nothing in here that I can see. Go. And you didn't have anything in here, right? Not really. Do we just go?
Maybe an ice pick could pry open the fuse box.
And oh, so I don't know how it is with hotels. Yeah, it does say self-service. I know that some like motels, the ones, well, the sort of style you'd see in Psycho, apropos of nothing at all. They could have like a an ice box thingy outside, and I'm guessing that's what might be over here as well. And an ice pick might explain why he's leaking. Am I gonna have to clean all this up? Well, there you go. Oh, that's a lot bigger than I was expecting. Jeez.
Okay. This looks like something I can use to open the fuse box.
I see. Camera with quite the lens on it. All the way down we go. And with a very long lens, not the kind of camera an everyday person would have.
The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far. A, B, and Beaumont.
That's fancy. I assume it's, yes. There we go. Or someone else's name. And expect. Oh. I was like, what if there's a. Hello.
These look like Marcella's pearls. What happened here?
That's how you know they're expensive. There's a knot between each pearl, so that if your necklace is torn or breaks, all of the pearls don't go flying. What are you? Can we try and not step in that?
Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
February 14th. Montreal's much bigger than I had expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely, and that feeling was only exacerbated this morning by the fact that everyone around me was speaking a language I could not understand. I bought an English, the French dictionary at the train station, but I don't think I'll need it after all. English speakers seems more common in the downtown area, thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today's Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever. Wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past few weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I had hoped the pain would have gone by now. I'll probably need a double dose of Milton to sleep tonight.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
February 15th. Today, I wanted to follow Marcel and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It was hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign I shouldn't be holding on to the past so much. To fight boredom until Marcel and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth at the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seem like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join the conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seems to share my interest in other people's lives. Whoopsie daisy. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out, right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
February 16th. Who's sneaking out of the room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since my first night at the hotel, so tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera's at the ready, but there's been no movement for at least 3 hours and I'm fighting not to fall asleep. No need for Milton tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time I let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So, Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
Okay, let's first read, then selection mode. February 17th. I woke around at 9:30 a.m. and realized I'd fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when the guest from room 507 came to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been here ever since, and I don't dare leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guest from 507 around 9:45. Apparently, she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and now he's convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I've learned her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea on how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. I don't want to anger her. I think that's what I said. The longer I wait, the more awkward it'll be when I do come out. Maybe I should... Oh, when it ends.
Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise?
Presumably just Paul's notebook. Alrighty. I guess we... I don't know. Do we leave these two? Earth has gone on. Let's think about that as we go and ice pick the fuse box. Oh man. We need to clean our shoes. Is that always open? Oh.
It's too big. I guess all that worked, thank God.
Surprisingly.
Now, to get the power back.
Confusing fuses. I used an ice pick from the ice room to get the fuse box. Ice room? That was just an ice box in a section of... Never mind. To get the fuse box door open. But I should have guessed my work wouldn't end here. Why couldn't there just be a switch labeled power that I could flip? Yeah, that would be... I was sort of worried about that. Some of the fuses on the panel have blown, so replacing those should be the first thing I do. Thank God Eugene left detailed instructions on the inside of the fuse box. It's helpful, in a way, having a task to focus on to keep my thoughts away from Hector.
Getting the fuse box open was half the battle. Now I need to take a look inside and fix what needs fixing.
Alrighty.
Eugene, what I would give to have you with me right now. Your note will have to make do.
If there's a power outage and I'm busy preventing another part of this hotel from collapsing, here's what to do. Check fuse box plan for required amperage of each socket. Remove all blown fuses from sockets. Tip blown fuses are usually blackened. Screw in new fuses in sockets. Make sure amperage is correct. Flick big lever to restore power. Eugene. Okay, so that's what. So presumably this one.
How did this end up here?
Safe combinations.
Not much use without the rest of the code. Unless those numbers I found in the laundry room, could they be part of the same combination?
Oh, geez. What was that list called? Well, is it perhaps something 216? Let me see it like this instead. Oh, geez. So we're getting ever so slightly. That's just this list. I would like to have seen it as it was, like the original. Because here's just something 216.
Not much use without the rest of the code. Unless those numbers I found in the laundry room, could they be part of the same combination?
I haven't the slightest idea. We can do this. Should we, before we fix this, should we give the safe a try? 509, right? So 216 and but that's not. That doesn't match with this. I mean, could we not just go 23 4 Oh, right, it's not gonna just pop open when we get to the right number. You have to, like...
Damn it.
Oh, no. 23, 4. Because that is the number you're looking for, right? This is not... I don't think I'm getting this puzzle. Because I assume... Yeah, it's specifically this.
Not much use without the rest of the code. Unless those numbers I found in the laundry room, could they be part of the same combination?
Yeah, that's worthless. I wonder what did this look like. Oh, we can't go down and check. It's only a 3-digit code. I mean, I guess we could move you back to 2.
Come on, Sophie.
No. Because that makes it look as if number, number, number. But this one has number, number, and then missing. But that. I think I know. I think I know. There we go. Figured it out. Oh. I mean, that might come in handy, actually. Okay, let's not point it that way, then. That seems unwise. You ruined my life, you fucking moron. I lost my house, my family, everything, and now you refuse to pay the money you owe me? For years I gave you my hard-earned money. It was all for nothing. I hope you and the All-American burn in hell. Women and 3 children killed in house fire. The Williams house, located on 32nd Street, is a total loss. 4 members of a family died in a residential fire last night. According to police and firefighters, flames were seen coming from the 2-story house by a neighbor at around 3 a.m. It took firefighters about an hour to extinguish the blaze. The bodies of a woman and 3 children were found in the house. Police identified the victims as Meredith Williams, 32, and her children Thomas, 12, David, 9, and Sarah, 6. Samuel Williams, the husband, managed to escape the house unharmed. So Samuel Williams, presumably, wrote this, then.
The bodies of a woman and 3 children. 3 children. Huh.
But there happened to stay 3 children, and that's where we started. We didn't really investigate that room because we were not in snooping mode just yet.